welcome back to Tokyo and Tulsa 2017. We are here in game number 5 between KU and 2jackets3diamonds. KU Esports, I should say the full name.
Esports? Is it the full name?
Yeah, KU Esports.
Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I guess you add esports to any acronym for a university.
Yeah, and here we are. We're in Champion Select, instantly banned. The Aurelian Soul, Quantum Physics played that in both games that they won today.
So last game, 2jackets3diamonds played a lot of comfort picks, excluding Ayukura, and I think Mystic Decay also played a champion. He wasn't super comfortable on. That wasn't his pocket pick, you know.
Well,
He's been playing.
I mean, it's... he hasn't gotten to play it. He hasn't played it in the majority of games. He's been playing mostly tanks, but he looked like he was doing a decent job on that Lee Sin.
Yeah, he's definitely not a stranger to Lee Sin, but I don't think it's his pocket pick anyways.
Or his comfort.
Comfort pick.
And either way, Lee Sin will be banned away. They banned away 2 of the big comfort picks, Aurelian Soul and Shen, from Quantum Physics and Mechanical Reaper, respectively. Now the last ban away by KU will be Zack away from Mystic Decade.
Zack, just a great general ban. You know, we've seen him banned a lot. He's pretty much banner pick in the tournament, I think.
Yeah.
At least, you know, 50% ban pick.
Alright, the last ban away from KU, probably another jungler from XY1, although that might be futile.
Yeah.
XY1 has shown a propensity for jungling this entire series. No, it's the Braum away from Chenny. That's what he played in 2 of the games that they won.
I really hope they don't put Dr. Wildly back on Tom Kench. The Brown band really suggests that too, and I don't want to see that again. Dr. Wildly did so good on Thresh last game. He set up a lot of kills bottom for them.
Yeah, burned the summoners early on the Xayah in order to facilitate Quantum's roam on Aurelian Soul. Now KU have the first pick. They'll pick up the Caitlyn. Leaves open Xayah potentially for Ayukura.
Also
let her go
leaves
back
open Rakan.
Oh, you're right. The Xayah-Rakan combo. That's exactly what they want. They force the Aurelian Soul ban. And that leaves open Xayah and Rakan.
This duo, and I don't know what to go. This couple, they play this couple so very well.
Yeah, the
Rengar,
Rakan banned in the previous 4 games, and is comboed with Xayah, Ayukura's most played champion this tournament.
Yeah, like I've said, banning Rakan is like, it's like banning Zyra, kinda. You know, it takes a lot of power away from her. So getting Rakan back is gonna help. Not only Dr. Wildly, because he's practiced a lot with Rakan in anticipation for this tournament. You know, because Ayukura just plays Xayah so much.
Yeah, but XY1 pulling out the Rengar pick.
Rengar is one of the champions I thought was going to get a lot better with the lethality changes. You know, he had been built more tanky recently, you know, a bruiser-esque kind of build. But with lethality, you could really see, like, Yo moves into Duskblade again on Rengar.
And they'll pick up Jarvan in the top lane for space, and Mystic Decade will get his Gragas. Yeah, Gragas. He did a really good job on Gragas.
He's been playing Gragas very well, I agree. Gragas, one of the, I think, the better, it's not the best jungler right now. Yorick ban! Yorick!
The respect Yorick ban.
It was so good last game.
Yeah, and they pinch the support pool some more. They ban away Thresh on the side of 2jackets3diamonds, as well as Tom Kench. Get rid of that disengage power for stopping Rakan going in.
Thresh, I think, is going to ban here. I think Thresh is really good. And
Alawi. They double banned the pocket picks for Mechanical Reaper.
I wonder what he's going to play. I mean, he plays some interesting champions. Gnar. Yeah. Gnar I'm not as excited about. We've seen Gnar a lot this tournament. You know, I was really hyped for the Yorick, and I was hoping he pulled out another, you know, secret pocket pick that he had, but it looks like Alawi and Yorick were already banned. Yeah,
Alawi and Yorick banned. Shen, his main banned the entire time against 2jackets3diamonds, and Gnar will be picked up.
Has he ever gotten to play it?
Probably not.
That's really sad. Morgana, an interesting support pick here. It might be the mid. It's a really, it's a flexible champion.
Well, I mean, there's no point in hiding it because they're gonna have to pick their mid laner here now anyway, or support if it chooses to go mid.
Whichever way it's going. I'm not sure what Sprite's champion pool looks like. You know, we don't really follow players from other states or anything like that. Oh, it looks like she is going to be support. Cassidon's going to come out in the mid lane.
Alright, so that just makes me wonder why didn't Pippi pick Cassidon and Shenny pick Morgana, because that's one less swap you gotta make.
I don't know. You know, they're going to
I guess they just give you more time to think about your support or your mid lane pick. But it is going to be Cassidon. Denies that pick away from Quantum Physics, but now Quantum has his pick of the litter to counter it.
There's a lot of mid laners that would be good here.
Ooh,
Talon coming out for Quantum Physics.
All right, see, last time he picked Kassadin, they countered with the Riven. They pick Kassadin, he picks up the Talon, AD Assassin, off of the lethality buffs.
Yes.
And into Kassadin, this is going to be really rough for KU Esports.
Talon is going to be able to build the new Duskblade. The new Duskblade is going to be great on him. The added cooldown just synergizes so well with what he wants.
But what if you went for Youmuu's Ghostblade as your first item?
For the roam potential?
Yeah, for roaming, because it gives you a lot of out-of-combat movement speed. The active gives you some movement speed. He's really powerful, just running around, killing off everyone on the other side.
First, but you definitely would build both, right?
Yeah. You probably would build both. I'm just saying, which one would you prioritize?
I would probably prioritize Youmuu's. You want to get in anticipation for roaming. You want to roam while there's still lanes to, gank and that kind of thing.
But the Duskblade does have a lot of synergy with Talon passive.
Yeah, it does. So the slow for Talon and the slow for Duskblade is both 99%, but it'll overlap the one that is stronger or the one that lasts longer in this case.
Wait, does Talon's passive or slow? I thought it just did a lot of bleed damage. Does it slow?
Talon's, unless they changed it when they changed him in the Assassin update, Talon had a 99% slow.
On his E before the update.
Was that before the update? Ah, I'm so sad. That would have been nice, but it's almost like he got that ability back with Duskblade now.
yeah.
It's just stack it on its Q.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be a really fun one to watch. Mystic Decade on Gragas. Quantum Physics pulling out the Talon, pulling out all the stops for this final game of the series.
Have we seen Talon recently in any tournaments?
No,
have you been
not that
LCS
I'm aware
recently?
of. Then again, I don't watch a lot of LCS or LCK very much anymore. And again, it wasn't until Wednesday that the lethality buffs went live.
Yeah.
So it's probably not been time, there's probably not been time for competitive players to pull out the Talon.
But I was wondering what other items that were recently changed about him. Like Death's Dance seems like it would be an okay item on him. I'm not sure like what items really fit into his playstyle right now. Even in the random Infinity Edge, you saw some people pick up back when Talon was played more recently. Just because Infinity Edge, when it crits, is going to do the most damage if you build lethality.
Yeah, definitely the case.
I think there was a lot of math done, and they did the statistics, and the highest damage build I think was 4 lethality items and an Infinity Edge.
Yeah, I got you. I think I'm not entirely sure, but the Q now I know it does more damage when it.
I think it crits.
Yeah, it does more damage if you're like standing in melee range, but I don't know if it counts as a crit. We can actually look that up while we're in spectate delay.
Let's do it.
Talon. Noxian Diplomacy. It increases with bonus critical strike damage, so that will count for the Infinity Edge. So the melee range Q does benefit from building Infinity Edge.
That's fantastic. So I mean, I guess that's why we saw that on him then. In when he was popular, when lethality was still big, Edge of Night was still good. What did they change about Edge of Night? Did they just increase the lethality on it as well?
I think they added some new aspects to it, but we can look that up
Edge
too.
of Night, since the active got nerfed, not a lot of people have built, but it might be better now.
What do they do to it? 714. It gives health now.
Oh, okay.
And it gives. Wait, it no longer gives magic resist? Oh, it doesn't have magic resist on it. It has health instead.
Oh, so they made it more
generic,
less narrow, more generic,
which is good. I think that with Hexdrinker we didn't need another Hexdrinker and Mercurial. That was too many options for AD champions to build against magic.
It doesn't feel like you're building into too much magic resist now because it has health on it.
Well, I mean, I just think that was too strong to have the ability to build Hexdrinker and Edge of Night.
That does leave you very vulnerable to AD damage, though.
Well, yeah, but most of the time you wouldn't build armor anyways on assassins that would build Edge of Night anyway.
You build damage. You don't want
to
survive.
I just thought ADMR items were a little bit too strong. They're too polarizing
when they were good,
tilting towards
definitely.
bruisers and assassins.
Back when Edge of Night was like the best item in League overall.
Yeah.
It was definitely too strong to have that many, items. It's almost like now how the Abyssal Mask, Spirit of Visage, and adaptive helm all have the same. They're all the same kind of item.
Yeah. MR HP
It
items.
felt like that a lot because it had like they're all AD MR items. You just had all these options and you built all of them and you just never really died to AP champions.
Yeah. Play ADC and tell yourself you have good enough options.
Yeah, AD doesn't have a lot of options. They have. A
I
very
wasn't talking
path.
about ADC. I was
don't
talking
think
about
anyone was talking about ADC.
Yeah, no, we weren't talking about ADC.
But ADCs do not have options.
He's gonna face check into 3 members of 2jackets3diamonds. Force the summoner flash in exchange for Dr. Wildy and Quantum Physics. They actually swapped or both stacked their ignites, and Dr. Wildy somehow flashed as well. So.
Well, that's unfortunate. I think Sprite really came out ahead on that, even just walking into the bush. He pulled 3 summoner spells. That's really good, especially on Dr. Wildly, who's not going to be able to really set up anything early in this game.
XY1 going to try and... Well, Dr. Wildly, he's still got a lot of mobility after he's gotten that battle dance. He could just jump all the way back to Ayukura because of the Rakan Zaya interaction. The main thing is now Mystic Decade has a target. Sprite has just painted a big target on his own back for Mystic Decade. Give ADC some love, we don't have enough Ulnar items. Yeah, Mercurial Scimitar is really the best option for ADCs.
Well, ADCs don't really build resistances anyways.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that just makes it really sad when Syndra comes and presses her outplay button on you.
Give ADs an hourglass. That's what we really need.
Oh, no. I don't think that there should be an identical...
That would be awful.
Like, I think it's fine that there's, like, a variance between the defensive options for mages and for ADs. Wow, Sprite take a lot of damage from Quantum Physics.
Yeah, Talon dealing a lot here. He started with a
did you know that Talon is responsible for 25% of first bloods? Pippi getting knocked up by Dr. Wildy and Ayukura. That's a lot of damage. They flash forward, Summoner heal goes up, but there's no ignite on the side of Dr. Wildy now. Ayukura's in trouble. Pops for stolen Summoner heal. Shenny putting down damage onto Dr. Wildy, and actually, I think that KU's bottom lane comes out ahead there because they still have both of their flashes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dr. Wiley didn't have flash, set up any additional damage. Or,
no more ignite either.
No more ignite to really pressure the kill, reduce the healing effect. Actually, does heal remove grievous wounds now?
No, no longer does that.
Alright, that was removed. Fantastic. That was bullshit anyways.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
So all 4 summoner spells are down bot. We really want to see the Rengar go down there while they don't have anything up. Both flashes available for KU Esports here.
They've got Mystic Decade on the way down towards the bottom lane, but they've got Black Shield. No, they probably don't have Black Shield, only level 2 on Shenny. But he spotted out, backs himself away up the river. Did you guys know Quantum Physics has such a large champion pool, he's never played the same champion. He's played Aurelion Sol twice this series.
What kind of comment is that? As far as CS goes, Quantum Physics is doubling sprites.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you would expect in this matchup. Quantum Physics is so strong.
Especially as, a melee mid laner. It's really hard to get close to Talon because he does get the extra damage, the rate hits really hard.
He flashes forward for it. He gets the auto attack for the passive. Sprite blows down first blood.
And he was able to do that because he knew the flash was already down on him. And that gave him the freedom to, engage when he wanted to. He was half health, and Talon does a lot better when your champions are low.
Yeah. Yeah, that bleed does so much damage.
The bleed is fantastic. It also helps for, it does have little side benefit of tracking people, because they leave a little blood trail, which I think a lot of people forget about, but is a really neat detail in Riot's designing.
Quantum Physics solo kills his lane opponent. Now they're pushing in. Talon is on their own down. There's a knockup, but it's black shielded by Pippi, sidestep by Chenny, but Chenny's gonna catch Quantum Physics with the black dark binding, but there's the 90 Yordle snapshot from Dr. Wildy. Pippi gets ignited. Chenny's not gonna go down. Mystic DK doesn't have the damage. KU's bottom lane survives all adversity, but they still want it.
Through the barrel a bit shallow, especially when you have that freedom. You had the range all the way to the wall there, right? You can throw the barrel anywhere. It's just unfortunate that he decided to try and go for both instead of one.
He who tries to catch 2 fish shall catch neither.
I really hate when you say that. You know that?
I mean, he tried to get both of them, and then he didn't end up getting either of them.
I mean, it makes sense, but my God, it sounds so awkward when you say it.
But that's the quote, dude.
Who are you quoting? If it's a quote, you have to know who you're quoting, right?
Alright.
You're just gonna avoid the question?
Alright, XY1 just stealing away his own jungle. Krugs, he's got a level lead over Mystic Decade, who adds a recall. He's actually tripling Mystic Decade's CS right now.
Yeah, Rengar's been power farming. I don't think he's tried to gank lane at all. He's power farming to 6 so he can, really get in there.
Oh, what is he building? He's got the Ruby Crystal as his first item.
A lot of jumps coming up from Rengar right here. I don't know. If I had to guess, it's probably Black Cleaver.
Huh. I'm inclined to believe you, but like most of the time we've seen Rengar, he's gone for Warrior into Black Cleaver.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe he's just forgoing building the Warrior.
Actually, it could be Edge of Night. Edge of Night now builds out of.
Oh, you're right. You're completely right.
I don't know.
I don't know why you would do that though, because all the magic damage is on Mystic Decade. Right. Oh wait, but it doesn't
give him more anymore. Yeah.
Wait, that makes so much sense now.
What is the meme where the guy holds his temples? Like I don't know. Anyways, moving on. He played Corki multiple times. Yeah.
We've already pointed that one out.
Yeah. I'd like to see what he's going into, because I'm not sure. I'd like to see him build Duskblade at some point.
He's just going to jump onto Sprite, who rift walks himself away instantly. I don't want to fight Quantum Physics either.
What do you think Quantum's going for? Do you think the Yomu's is going to come out here so he can roam more effectively?
Who knows, honestly. Both of those items are seem super... Oh, good knock-up onto Pippi. The Dark Binding goes out. Chenny going to catch him. 90 caliber, or Yordle Snaptrap's going to come out onto both bottom lane members. There's a lot of headshots onto the bottom lane. Rengar's building Cinderhulk. That's what I thought.
That would make me sad.
That's a possibility.
I don't want that to be true, though.
I mean, I knew that was a possibility, but I just never thought that would happen, you know?
Yeah, I guess they do. They are in need of, a bulkier champion. Jarvan, is tankier, but he's not a tank. He has a lot of health and armor and that kind of thing, but he doesn't soak as much damage as you'd hope. So having 2 bruisers, I think, is better than 1.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Cinderhulk Rengar.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
It might be the best build. I'm not sure, because Rengar, kind of fell out of the meta.
That's true. I mean, like, we haven't seen Rengar since they changed a lot of aspects of his kit, so it might still actually be the best build. In my mind, it doesn't work, but I'm not keeping up,
I want to see him, try the new lethality builds, and because the items got changed, but I don't think that's going to happen just because it's too soon, and, this is the 5th game of a series of 5.
Best to go with a more reliable thing.
Tried and true rather than something, experimental that could be good, but also might not.
Alright, Quantum Physics is going to just jump onto Sprite again, who turns back a little bit.
And now that Kazanin does have Rift Walk available, it makes Talon's job a lot harder, because
Quantum
you can't
Physics
disengage.
actually super low, but Sprite, respecting the possibility of the Ignite, the possibility of Shadow Assault. Oh, Rengar's coming in. He wants to kill Quantum Physics. He's going to jump flash for it. The Shadow Assault's not going to save him. XY1 picks up Quantum.
Yeah, it looks like Morgana is going to burn down some of these back minions, allowing Pippi. Oh, I was going to say Poppy, but that was wrong. It's very wrong.
Right, Mechanical Reaper going to put down some damage onto space.
Here.
He's actually just aggressing onto him, makes him think that Mystic Decade might be in the area, I guess. XY1 take away his own blue buff, it looks like.
Have the item advantage right now. Jarvan does have Ninja Tabi. Nar's got a longsword, he's got a Ruby Crystal, he's got a Doran's Blade. He's really ahead in items until they recall.
You're right, I wasn't paying attention.
Let's see how much gold they have, though. Yeah. It looks like Gnar just came back, and Mechanical Reaper probably walked back to lane recently. Jarvan's got a lot of gold in his pocket.
Yeah, there we go. Dark Binding's going to land onto Ayukura once again. Dr. Wildy moving forward, make sure that she won't take too much harass.
Quantum already back to lane, just leading a bit in CS.
Let's see. Okay.
Not a lot happening right now. It looks like they're going to try and set up for Dragon here. No,
once you get to the last game of a series, nobody wants to go for anything aggressive because no one wants to be the reason that their team loses the series. So you see people like in Game 5 of series sort of like slow down a lot,
That's really unfortunate because, it really punishes, the style of play that some people have. They're really aggressive, kind of all-in skirmishers.
Duskblade of Drakthar for Quantum Physics.
Oh, Duskblade is so good. And now I'm kind of sad we won't get to see Youmuu's impact, because we've seen Duskblade built a lot. I don't think we've seen Youmuu's built.
Not yet, we haven't. Sprite, still working on that Rod of Ages compared to the finished Duskblade on Quantum Physics. It is the Cinderhulk for XY1.
Cinderhulk, not super exciting. He's going to build Ninja Tab. He's going to be, a great tank. He's going to deal a lot of damage just because he is playing an assassin.
I wonder what his plan is to do. Is he going to build towards like Black Cleaver now?
I am imagining like Black Cleaver, Titanic Hydra, Deadman, that kind of build.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea.
All right. The Infernal Drake is the first dragon of the game, which means it's very important.
I imagine him building like Warwick does.
With the Tiamat? I don't think so. I think Black Cleaver's too good on Rengar compared to Warwick.
That item aside, he's going to build Black Cleaver because it's just a great item on Rengar. You've got the 20% CDR, and it's going to be super effective. But he's going to build like the tank items after that you would see on
Warwick. Reaper getting jumped on by space, but he's taking a lot of damage. He hops himself over back towards his own tower, throws out the boomerang.
If he was building Tiamat, I think he would have done it already.
Yeah, probably. Alright, so Infernal Drake will go over to, it goes over to 2jackets3diamonds.
Yeah, and they easily secured that, they have a lot of pressure bot lane right now.
Yeah. Oh, Dr. Wildy grand entrance is onto a trap, but they root him. They get the charm with the quickness. Dr. Wildy forces the flash away from Pippi, but here comes XY1, forces the flash away from Ayukura, gets the root. They're not going to chain it into the Dark Binding. There it is. It's going to land onto Dr. Wildy. The Soul Shackle's going down. Ayukura taking a lot of damage. They will get him with the second proc of Soul Shackles. Now Dr. Wildy's in trouble. He gets the heal, but it's not going to get it. XY1 picks up that kill. 3 kills to 1 in favor of KU. Quantum Physics hops over the wall, jumps onto Sprite. Shadow Assault a little bit too late to catch him.
Yeah, Reinhardt did a great job. He's so effective in bot lane just because of the bushes are a real point, of content in the bot lane. In the top lane, you have a lot of options. You want to move towards, the river or the tower. You're not really going to be close enough to make real good use of the bushes. But in bot lane, it's the opposite. You want to move towards the wall, stay safe, closer to your tower, and that just makes Rengar's lane gate super effective.
Really good use of Morgana's kit by Chenny to get the Dark Binding, flash Soul Shackles, stuns up both Ayukura and Dr. Weldy, secures 2 kills for KU Esports. And now they have just very slight 600 gold in the lead.
Well, 600 gold is a small amount now. It's definitely smaller than that game that we saw like 11k at 18 minutes, that difference. Yeah. I don't think we're going to see that this game. This is going to be much closer.
Okay. Now Chenny just clearing out some vision around Quantum Physics lane. I want to see if he can empower XY1 to make some pressure happen mid. XY1 gonna find Mystic DK, jumps onto him. Mystic DK gonna get the body slam, go explosive cast, force the flash away from XY1. Quantum Physics hops himself over the wall.
Yeah, Mystic DK I don't think does great into Rengar. I don't think Gragas is the best champion to play into Rengar because Rengar does a lot he can do without, having to go through Gragas. Gragas is a great wall against champions. He stuns you with the knockback or with the body slam and then knocks you back with explosive cast. Yeah. Rengar kind of avoids all of that altogether. He can come in from anywhere really. The vision range is pretty small. He can jump from across the lane.
So the thing about oh, hold on a second. No! The XY1 gets caught in the middle of his own jungle spaces here. There's a good Cataclysm. DK taking a lot of damage. He smites for some health, and they will get XY1, but DK will fall down. Quantum Physics, the next to fall. Space and Sprite doing a lot of damage. Mechanical Reaper trying to kill off Space before he can go down. Flag and Drag, not going to happen. Mechanical Reaper gets the kill. Pippi now getting charmed up. The Black Shield comes in a little too late, and Ayukura gets it with a Blade Collar. Now Chenny going to stun him up with the Soul Shackles, but it's not going to matter. Dr. Weldy going to have grand entrance here pretty soon, but the Dark Binding lands. Ayukura just trying to unload with some auto attacks against the Warlords with less speed.
And I don't think it's going to work out well for Ayukura here. Morgana's going to have her...
the Black Shield comes out, but the Grand Entrance goes out. Dark Binding is going to land, but Ayukura gets the kill anyway. Sprite too slow on the rotation.
I really underestimated how far Rakan can engage from. He jumps, the jump range is so far, and then that on top of the great entrance range really allowed him to get in there.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was saying before all this happened.
I mean, Ayukura and Dr. Wildly just 2v2 outplayed Pippi and Shenny.
Oh, and the fight top, it ended up being, I believe, just 2 for 2.
Yeah,
we didn't see what happened.
Decade and Quantum died, and XY1 and Space died. Sprite and Mechanical Reaper backed themselves out.
Picking up a red buff, leaving the cast there. Pretty nice check. You save a lot of time. You leave it walking. You can already be at the next camp, and when red buff pops in, extends your duration a tiny bit, few seconds. So here, Rengar is going straight into a Thornmail after Cinder Hulk, rather than what we thought was going to be a Black Cleaver or some kind of Bruiser-esque item. He is going to go straight tank this game, it looks like.
Yeah, okay. Getting that
I think that's fine.
Yeah, Thornmail.
The jumping onto the control board is so funny to watch. It's such a fast animation. You don't go far enough that it's so awkward to see.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like we will get to see Youmuu's. Most likely. Has a Dirk and
XY1 trying to make something happen bottom lane, but Quantum Physics could be on their own bot. Ayukura sidesteps the Dark Binding, but XY1 is still here. They're jumping onto him. There's this Featherstorm going down. Oh, good root from Ayukura, but now XY1 gonna jump onto her with a Thrill of the Hunt. Good block by Dr. Wildly on the Ace in the Hole. Now they're both teleports canceled, and actually Space finished his. And so Mechanical Reaper gonna get some free time in the top lane.
Not a lot going out there. Both teleports were just burnt, which I think is an important
yeah, but Space finishes, whereas Mechanical Reaper's still in the top lane. And Sprite gonna throw out the Q onto Quantum Physics.
It looks like Mechanical Reaper did roam down. He's roaming down in case Jarvan ganks mid on the way back. But it looks like none of that's gonna happen, and they're just gonna all return to the lane. We might see Rift Herald pressured here next. Dragon isn't up for 20 seconds, so they could really either go for Rift Herald while the other team is going for Dragon, or they can go for Dragon while the other team is going for Rift Herald. Both ways work, so I'm interested to see which objective they prioritize here.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so Rod of Ages just finished off for Sprite compared to Quantum Physics, Duskblade, and Youmuu's Ghostblade. It's actually been finished for about 5 minutes, but 1 item to 2, that's not what you want.
Yeah. So I want to watch just Quantum run across the map now. Youmuu's gives a lot of movement speed out of combat now, right?
Yeah.
And does it also increase with the active?
Yes.
Oh, so it's stacked on top of each other. I'm just clarifying here. That sounds fantastic. I'm ready to see him just charge down the lane.
Yeah, Quantum Physics playing these roaming champions have really empowered 2jackets3diamonds. He plays Aurelion Sol, roams really effectively. Corki uses the package very effectively. Kassadin takes a little while, but he can roam pretty effectively with the Rift Walk. And of course now we see the Talon coming out for him, and he's hopping over walls, getting a lot of pressure in those other side lanes.
Talon is a fun champion. I wish he was played more, but the AD assassins kind of fell out of favor here. A lot of the mages are just better right now.
Yeah, but he might come back now, as this lethality might start coming back as well.
Lethality is going to make a change here. They are going to pick up Dragon. It looks like instead of trading Dragon for Rift Herald here, they didn't realize it was going down at all, so they just kind of, doted around doing different things.
Infernal and Clouds picked up for 2jackets3diamonds, the second Infernal spawning in about 7 minutes.
Cloud and Youmuuu sounds like a great combination.
Oh, yeah. He's got to, for it to be really effective, he should probably finish those tier 2 boots.
Yeah. Oh, let's get some boots of mobility here. Full movement speed Talon.
Alright, so Mechanical Reaper with a CS lead in the top lane. XY1 as is fairly standard. He's ahead of Mystic DK at about 54 CS.
Top
Quantum
laners
Physics putting a lot of pressure down.
Yeah, top laners building a lot of the same items. They both have Ninja Tabby and Black Cleaver. Gnar is moving towards, it looks probably like a dead man's plate, that kind of thing. Jarvan going into Tiamat, most likely.
Ayukura taking a lot of free damage, but there's the root collar onto Pippi. The Black Shield will keep him safe from Mystic DK, but not from Quantum Physics. And that's a double kill for Quantum as he hops himself over the side.
Yeah, a lot of damage there. We can really see the power of Duskblade when it stacks on top of the Q from Talon. That's a lot of damage and not a lot of time.
Yeah, and Sprite teleported into the bottom lane, but he was too slow to keep his bottom lane alive, and now all he can do is pick up that wave as Quantum Physics head back to the mid lane, shoves that one in, and probably backs for 2K.
2K gold is a lot to back with. Xayah has finished her Essence Reaver now. I think she'll be able to pick up her attack speed item on her next back. Yeah, she will. Definitely be able to. Rakan, Boots of Mobility already. He's got his finished gold Sightstone combined item.
Yeah, the Eye of the Oasis.
Yeah, Morgana's finished her Eye of the Watchers. So the support's, pretty even, I'd say, in terms of utility right now. They got about the same.
Dr. Weldy pretty close to his Ardent Sensor, though.
When that happens, there's going to be a big spike in power from him. Because it does work so well with Xayah.
Yeah. That's pretty useful, the Ardent Sensor on Rakan. You can apply shields and heal, AoE heal, give him all that attack speed and health steal.
And depending on what keystone he has, because I'm not sure if he has...
I think he has Courage.
You think he has Courage? If he does have Bonded Stone, Ardent Sensor also applies from that, which would be fun to see.
Yeah, most of the time you see Rakan either take Courage or the Wind Speakers.
Wind Speakers I like a lot, because you can apply the shield twice, it extends the duration by a lot here.
Yeah, there we go. No, wait, we're not back in yet. There we go.
We're still lagging. Okay, everything's good now. So, both of those options, I really like a lot of different keystones on Rakan.
Alright, Chenny did finish his quest. Dr. Weldy, I presume, has already finished his as well. Ayukura going in there. Oh, good! Dark Binding stops Dr. Weldy and distracts the Quantum Physics is here. Blade Caller pulls in, and they kill off Chenny once again. XY1 jumping into them, but not a whole lot he can do. Space flashes for the flag drag. There's the Cataclysm. They all get out. Ayukura has to flash herself away. XY1 gets the root with the empowered bullet strike. Ayukura will get shut down.
I'm surprised Talon was close enough to jump over that wall to bring him out of the Cataclysm, because I don't think you can target the Cataclysm's walls with the...
Yeah, that's a really interesting interaction.
I'm not sure what Talon's E is called. It's parkour, but I don't know what the name is.
It's Assassin's Path. Assassin's Path.
Yeah, so you can't target the Cataclysm walls. I think almost for sure, right?
You can target Anivia, I know for sure.
You can target Anivia. Can you target?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's something we should find out too.
Alright, but Mechanical Reaper will secure Tower First Blood in the top lane because Space teleported down to the bottom lane. So 2jackets3diamonds really pulling themselves ahead slowly but surely. 3k gold in the lead now.
Yeah, and it looks like Quantum did pick up those Boots of Mobility, so I'm really looking forward to seeing him run across the map at some point, especially if they pick up further air drakes.
Now building towards the Black Cleaver.
Black Cleaver does a lot for Talon. It gives him the cooldown, which I guess he kind of already has, because Duskblade gives cooldown. I don't know about Youmu's. I don't know what changes.
Give cooldown because
he builds out of call fields. I don't know why I didn't
with
think
the
of
Black
that.
Cleaver completed, he should have 40%. Yeah.
And that does a lot for Talon, especially because you not only get a lot of damage out of Rake and Q, but you also get a ton of chase potential out of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Being able to jump, I'm not sure what the cooldown is. I'm assuming every 4 seconds you get the Q back up. You could just dash and dash and dash, and I don't think the Caitlyn ever gets away from you at that point. I mean, she's dead long before then anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Alright.
On KU, the gold is, again, like a very even spread, but for 2jackets3diamonds, it's always funneled onto the same 2 people every game.
Yeah, I mean, that's who you want it on. Ayukura and Quantum Physics. The red buff is a point of contention, smited away by XY1.
But it always seems like they do such a good job of, always making sure that Quantum gets the kills or that Ayukura gets all the kills. They never really have that, the disconnect of accidentally taking it from the
tongue lash.
Tongue lash. That's a special case. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. 3 towers now taken in favor of 2jackets3diamonds 2-0. 4.1k gold lead. 4.2, 4.1,
no, pretty close.
Enough.
Up 3 towers right now, and 2 kills and 2 dragons.
Yeah, and they have all 3 outer towers down, so a lot of open map for 2jackets3diamonds.
And we do see the Ardent Scissor is now done on Dr. Wildly.
You're going to be applying that attack speed buff to Ayukura.
Yeah. Morgana building towards her Zhonya's, but she's not quite there yet. Zhonya's a pretty good item. Morgana lets you feel safe when walking into a team and ulting and being able to keep that on them.
Yep, exactly.
But against their team, I'm not sure how effective that's going to be because they all have ways to dodge it. Like, Gragas can just move out, Gnar can jump out. Talon, I think, is the one you're most likely to keep it on, but he's going to be so fast with the Youmuu's active and, you know, the Black Cleaver movement speed buffs and that kind of thing. Xayah can always just dodge it. It doesn't seem like Morgana is going to be a super useful champion this game.
Yeah. All right, so second Infernal, third Dragon total secured by 2jackets3diamonds. If they didn't have late game before, they definitely have it. Well, okay. Still better scaling on the side.
Giving more AD to a champion that builds lethality is not a good idea for KU.
I mean, it doesn't secure them late game just because of composition, but it's definitely helps a lot.
Yeah, because lethality is you know, armor. It's basically armor pin. Is what we're going to say, but armor pin works super effectively when you have AD and when you don't have AD, but having AD makes it a lot better.
Quantum Physics going to jump onto Sprite, who used that Blast Gun. Mechanical Reaper about to go Mega, but the Rift Lock is going to be available. Sprite doesn't have to be too worried. Throws a boulder. Oh, at KU starting up the Baron because they showed both solo in her spot. Quantum Physics has no teleport. Mechanical Reaper does, but I don't know if
he's going to get there so fast. Look at him move across the screen. He's got the Assassin's Path and the movement speed from Youmuu's.
Yeah, KU aborts immediately as the teleport comes in from Mechanical Reaper.
Quantum's so fast, he's behind them right now. It looks like he might... No, he's not going to go for anything, but he is going to throw out a rake there.
His chances. Dark Binding just catches Dr. Wildly's tail. Alright, and Ayukura with Quantum Physics gets some free time with this tower. It actually is going to go down before KU can even respond. And now, 2jackets3diamonds, 4 towers to 0, 5.4k gold in the lead.
So I was super excited. With Assassin's Path and his passive movement speed from Moby Boots and Youmuu's, he got across the map so quickly.
Yeah, that was actually super surprising.
I'm really impressed by this. It makes me really want to try it. I really like champions with a lot of mobility. Yeah. Not in terms of like Lee Sin with a lot of jumps, but like fast champions that can get from one place to another rather quickly is always fun.
2jackets3diamonds. KU gonna be feeling the hurt now that last Whisper completed for Quantum Physics.
Oh boy, yeah, it's gonna be rough. That is not what you want to see, and capping that off with an Infinity Edge is gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, holy cow.
Actually, he might offer
Quantum's just jumping onto Sprite. He uses the Shadow Assault already. He Rift Walks over the wall. Assassin's Path, I guess, not ready or doesn't want to bother.
Yeah, I think he moved through that that block when he was moving to the Baron Pit from bot lane. So what do you think about, instead of, you know, an Infinity Edge, maybe building a Guardian's Angel as the last time, a defensive item on Talon?
Ooh, yeah, probably not a bad idea. Well, Guardian Angel, it's defensive, but it also gives you a BF sword worth of AD.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of AD. It's more like a bruiser item now than a tank item.
Yeah, that is true.
But like, nonetheless, it is a defensive item.
Yeah, defensive item that you don't generally build on tanks. A defensive item for carry-oriented champions.
It's like a Maw. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, Quantum Physics has found Pippi! There he goes! Flash forward from Quantum Physics. He gets jumped on by XY1, who's very tanky, but Ayukura can rip through him. Jenny gonna get the Dark Binding onto him. Shadow Assault being used. Randuin's Omen to catch him out, but it doesn't matter because Dr. Wildly with the quickness charms them both up. Explosive Cast knocks him back into the team. Sprite comes in, but Dr. Wildly's safe. He's out. He's rooted up by the Blade Collar.
Quantum Physics is popping off. He's got so much health and he's got a ton of armor, but that doesn't matter because Talon, Quantum Physics, has so much armor pin right now. He's got a Last Whisper. He's got
16 worth of lethality.
Yeah. He's got 2 lethality items, and he's got a Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver does a lot of damage because the bleed is physical damage, right? Yeah. Each tick is going to reduce his armor.
A little bit early on that smite means that Ayukura once again secures the Baron.
Ayukura, the Baron Slayer.
But it will be Baron on all 5 members of 2jackets3diamonds.
And it's going to be really hard to come back from here. They're all up almost 10k. It's 8k right now. But I don't know how they come back from this. They can't win team fights, really, because Talon is always going to pick off the ADC. And without the ADC, Rengar is building tank. Jarvan's building tank.
Gonna find Chenny. Chenny dies instantly! Quantum Physics goes dominating. Lord Dominique's regards, as well as another longsword.
That is going to be rough. I don't know how they come back from this, honestly. Rakan has a Locket now, too, so not only is he supplying a lot of damage in the form of Artisans, but he's also keeping everyone alive from the burst that is supplied by Kassadin and Jarvan's, kind of combination that they have.
Wow. And now Mechanical Reaper, he's even aggressing onto space.
We haven't seen him or Jarvan do a whole lot this game. They've kind of been out of the camera.
Top lane has been an island for most of this tournament.
I would have really liked to see more interaction between them, but I guess if they're just going to farm and push each other's lane, then
Mechanical Reaper got his time in the spotlight on that Yorick game.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to call him MVP for that game specifically.
Dr. Wildey gonna get slowed by that Bola strike. XY1 accidentally pops his Randuin's there. Dark Binding's gonna land on the Dr. Wildey, but he's gonna go in. Body Slam interrupts the jump. Cataclysm catches all of them, but it doesn't matter. They're burning away. They've forgotten Mystic DK, but Ayukura is one-loading a lot of damage. Shenny gets him with a Dark Binding with a Root Collar, pulls him back in. Triple kill for the AD carry, but Pippi is still autoing for sure. Quadra kill! Is that the pentakill? It's the pentakill for Pippi! He gets them all! It's a 5 for 4 in the ace for KU!
You're getting really hyped, man. Keep it up. So that is exactly the only thing that was going to change this game here. Getting the pentakill onto the Caitlyn to funnel all the gold on her. She's going to be able to pick up a tower here. That's going to be a lot of extra gold. Not only for her, but for her entire team, too.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately for them, he's only going to be able to get one tower down before that is over.
Yeah, he might be able to pick up a dragon here before everyone spawns. No, it looks like Mr. K is already up, and the home guard buff is going to keep them well in with range to K. Actually, they might go straight for it. They're going to rush the dragon here.
Yeah, it is just another ocean, unfortunately, for them. But
it does set up the Elder to be more effective later.
Yeah, and Pippi will get, with that back, a Zeal and a Guardian's Angel.
Oh, so Quantum, instead of, building a defensive item like a Guardian Angel or Infinity Edge,
he's going to be going for that third lethality
he's gonna
item.
Get another lethality item, yeah.
Edge of Night is the only one left, so...
Edge of Night, I don't know how useful it's going to be this late in the game. I don't think the shield is super useful in, team comps like Jarvan and Kassadin, where you have a lot of just AoEs that they're going to throw out anyways.
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll let him pick off someone more effectively. More damage is never bad on Talon.
Yeah, Ocean Drake will be the 4th dragon of the game, secured by 2jackets3diamonds. They still have not yet gotten that inhibitor.
Unfortunately for Quantum Physics, Caitlyn,
Guardian Angel.
Pippi. Is it Pippi? It's Pippi. I'm sorry. The accents really throw me off when I look at your name. She doesn't have the Guardian Angel right now, right? So it's going to be hard for Talon.
And the Revive passive.
The Revive passive is going to be so brutal. Talon's going to get in there. He wants to assassinate ADC instantly. He wants to get in and get out,
Yeah,
like
and
all
he's got the Lord Dominique's Regards as well on top of that.
Yeah, he needs to deal with the tank somehow, so he picked that up, that itemization for that. He doesn't really need to stop any healing. Yeah. I mean, Caitlyn might have some after she builds a lifesteal item, if she does.
Zaya, you mean?
What?
I was talking about Lord Dominique's Regards for Pippi.
Oh, I thought we were talking about it for Quantum.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a little bit of a disconnect there. Yeah, Lord Dominic's is going to be good for her because Gnar is building straight health, because those are Gnar's items. Gragas has a lot of health because he's Gragas. He's building Cinderhulk too. And Rakan, while he doesn't have a lot of health, he does build...
I don't think he actually has... Okay, Rupee Sightstone's worth of health. Or the Eye of the Oasis
worth of health. He does have a lot of
armor. Yeah.
Which Lord Dominic's is going to really rip through. He's actually built 2 Aegises. What is the second Aegis?
The second one's going to go into the the Convergence. Zeke's Convergence.
Zeke's Convergence is such a fun item, especially on this combination of champions specifically.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Zeke's Convergence. Why don't we see that more? I don't think Is this the first time we've seen it built
It's a really good support item, but very rarely do supports get to the point where they want to build that.
Yeah, because there are just so many better options.
Ayukura going to get... Oh, roots up nice Sprite, but... Sprite able to just riftwalk himself out. XY1 going to jump onto Ayukura, forces the Feather Storm, but now XY1, he's going to get the Black Shield. He's getting ready to go back in. Sprite goes in with the riftwalk, but he doesn't get it. There, they killed Ayukura! Soul Shackles being channeled by Shenny. He will die before they go out. Quantum Physics is ripping through the team. XY1 next to ball. Space is now running away. Where is... Oh, it's the revive from Pippi.
Yeah. It looks like... Team 2jackets3diamonds is going to pick this up here. I don't see them losing.
There's 4 members of KU dead. Space going to get chased down by Quantum Physics, who will find him. It's the ace for 2jackets3diamonds.
He really secured that kill there, too, because he placed his rake where Jarvan's flag was down. So even if he had got the drag off, he would have just went right into the rake waves and died.
All right, they've got a minion wave. Can they end here? There's still 11 seconds on Shinny, but that's only the support. It's going to be it. 2jackets3diamonds. They take down Nexus Tower number 1. Nobody alive to stop them. The second tower next to fall, and 2jackets3diamonds are your uncapped Tokyo and Tulsa 2017 champions.
Even after KU got the pin to kill with Kayla, you know, we really thought that might be the turning point in the game, but 2jackets3diamonds really did a great job of suppressing that morale lead that they got from
behind. That pentakill came too late in the game for it to matter. They only got their one tower of the game off of that.